Welcome to Indian Academy for All. Today we will discuss about introduction to surveying. Right? So from now onwards, in surveying, we will look into the syllabus. Syllabus wise means first topic, second topic, third topic, like that. So today we will cover about introduction to surveying. Right? So we go to the syllabus first. So in the unit 1 means normally in any university, the first unit is introduction to surveying. So that's why we are learning about the introduction to surveying, right? So first we are learning about definitions, principle, various types of surveying based on the methods, instruments, like that, right? Next, classifications, uses, necessity and use of various scales and verniers, right? Next, different types of arranging rods, chains, linear measurements, approximate, direct, optical and electronic methods, chain surveying, minor instruments for setting out right angles. So now we will look into one by one, right? So first, what is a survey? What is a surveying? We want to know, right? So what is a surveying? Surveying is an art of and science of determining the relative positions of various points or stations on the surface of the earth by measuring the horizontal and vertical distances, angles, and taking the details of the points, and by preparing a map or plan to any suitable scale. What is the meaning of that? See here, surveying is the art of determining the relative positions. For example, here we have one point, right? See, here we have one point, here we have one point, here we have one point, like that. So here we are giving the relationship between these all points. We are giving the relationship between these all points, right? By measuring the horizontal distance, or by measuring the vertical distance, or by measuring the angles, right? Otherwise, here we are plotting means by taking the details of these 3 points, right? Like that. So here we are giving the relationship between. Later we are preparing the map. For these all points. For these all points, right? This is about surveying, right? Look here. See here, persons where they are using instrument. They are using instrument to do surveying, right? Next, right, leveling, right? So another term, I can say branch we are having in surveying, that is leveling, right? So here first we are looking into the what is the leveling, right? So here leveling is a branch of surveying which deals with the measurement of relative heights of different points above or below the surface of the earth, right? Simple. See here, leveling means we are determining the relative heights. We are determining the relative heights of different points, right? So here, simple, leveling means only here we are measuring the height. Right? Thus, in leveling, the measurements or elevations are taken in the vertical plane. Obviously, see, if we want to calculate the height, definitely we want to take a vertical plane, and we consider vertical plane only. In the vertical plane only we are considering the leveling, right? See here, for example, this is the horizontal plane. So here vertical plane is always perpendicular to the horizontal plane. This is the horizontal plane, this is the vertical plane, right? So in the leveling we consider, or we are taking only in a vertical plane, right? Look here, this is about leveling, right? So here we are using one instrument, that may be any level, that may be dumpy level or auto level, right? Like that, Y level, etc. We have a lot of instruments, right? With the help of instrument we are citing the leveling staff. With the help of staff we are taking the readings, right? Later we will discuss about this concepts, right? Simple. So here leveling deals with the vertical plane, means here we are measuring the heights. Here we are measuring the heights, right? Right, this is the one type of level, right? Later we will discuss about, right? Parts also we will discuss about. Object of focus screw, try back, foot screws, try weight, right? Clear? Next, horizontal circle. Next, leveling head, right? Later we will discuss. This is about staff, leveling staff, right? Next, objective of surveying. Why we are doing surveying? What is the objective of surveying? So here the objective of surveying is to prepare a map or plan to show the relative positions of different objects on the surface of the earth. Simple. So our main object is we are preparing a map. We are preparing a map. That is our main objective, right? Next, the map or plan is drawn to some suitable scale. Definitely, see, if we want to prepare a map or plan, definitely we need some scale, right? Right. Next, it is also shows boundaries of a district, states, and countries too, right? Next, it also includes details of different engineering features such as buildings, roads, railways, dams, canals, etc., right? So if we want to show the features also we can show. If we want to show the boundaries of districts, states, countries also we can show, right? Next, right, look here. This is the one type of plan. This is the one type of plan, right? Clear? Housing plan, hostel block plan, right? Like this we are preparing, right? Right, this is also master plan, right? Clear? Next, this is also one map, one town map, right? This is the town map, right? Right, this is also one town map, right? Uses of survey. Why we are using the survey, right? So here we have a different uses, right? So here, to prepare a topographical map, next, to prepare a cadastral map, to prepare an engineering map, right? So here, what is the meaning of topographical map? So here the topographical map means that shows hills, valleys, rivers, forests, villages, towns, etc., right? So here topographical map means, so that shows the topography of the earth. Maybe the topography or earth having hills, valleys, right, rivers, forests, villages, towns, etc., right? Clear? Next, to prepare a topographical map. So here topographical map shows the boundaries of the fields, flats, houses, and other properties, right? So here cadastral map deals with the fields, boundaries of the fields. That may be flats, that may be houses, that may be other properties, right? Clear? Next, to prepare an engineering map. So here, what is the engineering map? Which shows the position of engineering works such as buildings, railways, roadways, dams, canals, etc., right? Clear? So here, with the help of surveying, we can prepare the topographical map, we can prepare a cadastral map, we can prepare a engineering map, right? So look here, this is the topographical map, right? With the help of topographical map, with the help of contours, we can show the hills, right? Heights, levels, we can elevations we can show. Next, look here, this is the water, right? This is the topography of the earth, right? So here greenery is the forest, like that, right? Clear? Next, cadastral map. Here properties, right? Properties of the houses or towns or villages, etc., right? So that is the cadastral map, right? Engineering map. Look here, this is the engineering map, right? So here we can show any engineering structure, right? Any engineering structure, right? That may be dam, or that may be reservoir, anything, right? Clear? Next, Continuation. Next, to prepare a contour map. What is that? To prepare a contour map. To prepare a contour map. So here, what is the contour map? Simple. So here, with the help of contour map, we can know the topography of area to find out the best possible site for roads, railways, bridges, reservoirs, canals, etc. Right? Otherwise, we can calculate the capacity of a reservoir also, right? So here, if we want to know that about topography of area to find out the best possible site, best possible site for, if we see, for example, if I want to construct any road or railway system, right? So here I want to know the possible site to construct a roadway system or railway system or bridge, reservoir, canals, etc. Right? Next. So here, next use, that is surveying is also used to prepare a military map. Geological map, archaeological map, etc. Right? What is the meaning of military map? So here, military map shows that that's a roadway system of a country with the help of borders. So that is a military map. Next, geological map. So here, what is the meaning of geo? Geo meaning is earth. Geo means earth. So here, if you want to prepare any geological map, means earth related, right? Clear? Next, archaeology. What is that? Archaeological map. So here, what is the meaning of archaeological map? Archaeological map means, see here, any relics are there. Any relics means, for example, ancient relics are there, right? That may be forts, that may be anything, right? Fort, any ancient relics are there. If you want to prepare that map, then we are using archaeological map. Simple. Archaeological map deals with the ancient relics. Right? Next, for setting out work and transferring the details from map to the map on the ground, right? So if you want to set up the work also, we are using surveying only, right? How? Here we are transferring the details from map to the field, or ground, right? Clear? Next, yeah, look here, this is the contour map. All right, later we will discuss about what is the contour, what is the use of contour, and what are the characteristics. Later we will see, right? Next, right, this is the military map, right? Complete roadway system it will shows, right? Complete roadway system it will shows, right? This is the geological map. Right? Completely earth, it can show all this road, green marble, right? All this roadway system, right? All this shown by the geological map, right? Next, archaeological map. Any ancient relics, right? If we have any ancient relics, that can be shown by the archaeological map. Look here, figure, right? Setting out work, right? So if, see, for example, if I want to construct any building, right? So step by step procedure we have to follow by setting up the all the points on the ground, right, to construct a building, right? Clear? Markings, right? Later we are starting the work, right? Then what maybe verticality we can check. All these things comes under setting out the work. Next, classification of surveying means primary divisions of surveying. So here, how we are surveying classified, right? We know that the shape of the earth is spheroidal shape. Spheroidal shape? What is that? See, spheroidal shape means that is not exactly circular, right? The shape may be spheroidal shape. Shape may be spheroidal shape, right? So here does the surface is obviously curved. Yes, this definitely. So here the shape of the earth is spheroidal. Obviously our surface is curved, right? Surveying is primarily divided into two types, considering the curvature of the earth's surface. Considering the curvature of the earth surface. So here one is plane surveying, another one is geodetic surveying. Right? Clear? See here, based on the curvature of the earth surface. Based on the curvature of the earth surface. See, simple. I can tell in one word. Right? See here, plane surveying means here we are not consider the curvature of the earth. Right? Clear? Next, here geodetic surveying. Geodetic surveying deals with the means by considering the curvature of the earth. Considering the curvature of the earth. Plane surveying means we are not consider the curvature of the earth. Geodetic surveying we consider the curvature of the earth. Right. I will give one example for that. See, for example, if I want to construct any building, so here I no need to consider the curvature of the earth. Why? Because small area, right? Clear? So here plane surveying we go for small areas. If we want to construct any construction or reservoir or dam, etc., then we go for geodetic surveying. Means we consider the curvature of the earth. Here we not consider the curvature of the earth because we go for a small areas. Right? Next, primary divisions of surveying. So here, what is the first one? Plane surveying. Right? We can write like this also, plane surveying. Right? So here, what is the plane surveying? Plane surveying is the type of surveying in which Earth's surface is considered as plane and the curvature of the ground is ignored. In such surveying, the line joining any two stations is considered to be straight. Right? Clear? The triangle formed by any 3 points is considered as a plane triangle. If we consider the angles, then that is a plane angles. Then those are a plane angles, right? Next, surveying is carried out for a small areas less than 250 kilometers square. It is carried out by local or state agencies like R&B department, irrigation department, railway department, right? Clear? If you want this matter, please pause the video, then take all the notes, right? Look here, this is the plane surveying because we go for a small areas. Right? Clear? Next, geodetic surveying. What is the next type? Geodetic surveying, right? So here, what is a geodetic surveying? Look here. So a geodetic surveying is the type of surveying in which the curvature of the earth is taken into account. It is generally extended over large areas. Larger areas, right? So here the line joining any two stations is considered as a curved line, right? The triangle formed by the 3 points is considered to be spherical and the angles of the triangle are considered to be spherical angles. Right? So a geodetic surveying is conducted by the Survey of India department and is carried out for a larger areas when the area is exceeding 250 kilometers square. Right? Clear? Right. Here, this is the geodetic survey. Means here we consider the curvature of the earth. Right? Clear? Alright, look here, this is a geodetic survey because here we consider the curvature, right? Alright, look here. See here I will prepare in the point wise, right? So here easily you can understand. What is the plane surveying? What is the first point? So here the earth surface is considered as a plane. And the earth surface is considered as a plane surveying, right? The surface is plane, right? So here geodetic surveying means we consider the curvature. Right? Clear? Curvature of the earth is ignored. Here curvature of the earth is taken into are found, right? So here, what is the third point? Read this point. Line joining any two stations is considered to be straight. For example, here I take one point A, here I will take point B. So here if I will take line, here I am getting straight line, right? But same way here, if I will take a line, that may be some curve we can observe, because this is for small area, this is for large areas, right? Clear? Right. Next, the triangle. If I consider triangle here like this, but here like this, right? Angles also, here we are getting plane angles, right? Here we are getting spherical angles, because here we consider the curvature, right? Clear? Next, when we go for a plane surveying, if the area is less than 250 kilometers square, we go for a plane surveying. If the area is more than 250 kilometers square, we go for a geodetic surveying. That's it. So if you want this notes, please pause this video and take the notes. Next, fundamental principles of surveying. Fundamental principles of surveying. See, here we have majorly two principles. Majorly we have a two principle. What is the first principle? So here this is the first principle. Always work from the whole to the part. And second principle, to locate a new station by at least two measurements from fixed reference points. That may be linear or that may be angular, right? So here, what is the meaning of always work from whole to the part? What is the meaning of that? See, if we want to start, or if we want to do surveying, say for example this area I want to do surveying, right? So for that, first we have to fix the control points, means we consider the total field, I can say, right? First we have to consider the total, means all, right? So then if we want to do surveying, then we are dividing into a parts. When we are dividing into a parts, right? In this way we are doing surveying. So this is the first principle, right? Clear? Why we are doing like this? Simple. See here, the errors of this portion may not affect the other portion. That is the main reason. That is the main reason, right? So if the error will come while doing this part, so here these errors are not affect the other portion. Those errors of A, and for example here E is there, A, E, for example here O is there, right? So here AEO portion is not affected, the EO or D portion, like that, right? Clear? Right. So here, according to the first principle, the whole survey area is first enclosed by main stations, that is control stations and main survey lines. The area is then divided into a number of divisions by forming well-conditional triangles. That is the meaning of that, right? So with the help of control stations, first we are taking whole area, we consider whole area, then we are dividing that area into a smaller triangles. That is well-conditional triangle. Right? We have two types of triangles. Triangles normally or basically, right? One is well-conditional triangle, another one is ill-conditional triangle. One is well-conditional triangle, another one is ill-conditional triangle. So here, what is the meaning of well-conditional triangle? Well-conditional triangle means, see, if I will consider any angle of this triangle, the angle must be between 30 to 120 degrees. That is the well-conditional triangle, right? Clear? That is, what is the meaning of that? So here, meaning of that is, see, this angle, if I consider any angle, this angle or this angle or this angle, the angle must be between 30 to 120 degrees. Any angle, right? See, for example, here we have a 10 degrees. That is not a well-conditional triangle. Otherwise, here we have 130 degrees. That is also not a well-conditional triangle, right? That is ill-conditional triangle. Ill-conditional triangle means other than this. See, for example, here we have a 10. Here we have a, for example, 130. Here we have a 40. Then this is not a well-conditional triangle. That is a ill-conditional triangle. That's it, right? So here this is the, we have to work from the whole to the part, right? For example, this area I want to do surveying. First we have to fix the whole area, right? First we have to fix the whole area. Later I am starting my work by dividing into a triangles, by dividing into a triangles, like that, right? Clear? Right. Right. Next, the main survey lines are measured very accurately with precise survey instruments. See, always the main survey lines. See here, see this is the field. So here this is also main survey line, this is also main survey line, this is also main survey line, this is also main survey, right? So here main survey lines accurately measured with the precise survey instruments, right? So here the remaining sides of the triangle are measured, right? Next, the purpose of this method of working to control the accumulation of errors. That is the main reason we are doing for surveying for all to the part, all to the part. During measurement, if there is any error, then it will not affect the whole work. But if the reverse process is followed, then the minor error in measurement will be magnified, right? That's why we are not go for a part to whole. Always we go for a whole to the part. Whole to the part means first we consider total area, then we are dividing into a parts. When later we are dividing the area into a parts. That's it. Next, second principle, right? To locate a new station by at least 2 measurements from fixed reference point. What is the meaning of that? For example, here one point is there, here one point is there, right? So here A, B is there, right? So if we want to locate a new station, so with the help of these two only I can locate that point, either like this, right, like this, otherwise like this, right? Clear, right? Otherwise, if I know the angle, with the help of this, with the angle also I can do like that, right? Clear? Next, according to the second principle, points located by linear or angular measurements are by both in surveying. If two control points are established first, then new station can be located by linear measurement. Let A and B are control points. A new station C point can be established, right? Clear? The following are methods to locate A. So this is not important that much. So if you want, pause this video and take the information, right? Clear? Right. Look here, right? See here, A point is there, B point is there, right? With the help of distances, if I know this value, I can locate the C point, right? Right? See here, the A point and the B point is there, right? Here we have a point, right? Here we have a B point, right? So here I want to locate a C points, for example, right? So if I know this value degree 90 degrees, then if I know this distance value, I can locate this point C, right? Next, bearing also, with the help of bearing value and this distance value, I can locate C, right? Clear? Next, two bearings, with the help of this angle, I can locate C point, right? With the help of this angle and this distance, I can locate C point, right? Clear? So here at least I need two fixed reference point, A and B, then only I can locate a C with the help of linear measurement or angular measurement, right? Next, classification of survey means second classification, I can say, right? Into various the survey can be classified into various categories depending on methods used and nature of the field. So here first classification, that is classification based on instruments, classification of surveying based on instruments, right? So here first one is chain surveying. Means, so here what is the meaning of that? Simple. So here the classification is based on the instrument, So if we will use a chain to do surveying, then that is a chain surveying, right? So what is a chain surveying? This is the simplest type of surveying in which only linear measurements are made with a chain or tape, angular measurements are not taken. Simple. I will explain. See, here we have chain. We have a chain, right? So here with the help of chain we can find only distances, means linear measurements, right? Here we are unable to find the angle. We are unable to find the angle with the help of chain surveying. With the help of chain surveying, right? Look here, this is the chain, right? So here with the help of chain we can measure only distances, lengths we can measure, right? We are unable to measure angles, right? That is a chain surveying. Next, compass surveying. What is the next concept? Compass surveying. In compass surveying, the angles are measured with the help of magnetic compass. Magnetic compass. So here, what is the meaning of that? So here, see, if we will use chain, we can measure only distances, right? If we will use compass, this is also one survey, one type of surveying instrument, right? So here with the help of compass, we can measure only angles, that too horizontal angles, right? In compass survey, the angles are measured with the help of magnetic compass, right? Next, chain and compass survey. See, if you want to use, if you want to calculate linear measurements and angular measurement, I can combinedly use the chain and compass, right? So in this type of survey, linear measurements are made with a chain or tape, right? Tape also same purpose. We are using to calculate the linear measurements, means length, right? And the angular measurements with a compass. Look here, this is the compass, right? So we have different types of compasses. Later we will discuss prismatic compass, surveyor compass, right? Like that. Look here, this is the prismatic compass, right? Here compass survey we are doing like this. First we are measuring these 2 points, next these 2 point angles, next these 2 points, these 2 points, these 2 points, these 2 points, like that, right? Next, plane table surveying. What is the next classification? Plane table surveying. So here it is a graphical method of surveying in which field works and plotting both are done simultaneously. This is the main advantage of plane table surveying. What is the meaning of that? See, for example, if we are using chain, here, if we use a chain or tape or compass, first we have to do measurements in the field, later we come to the lab, later we are preparing a map, right? But if we will use plane table, in the field itself we can measure the distances and we can prepare a map. That is the main advantage. Next, theodolite survey. Simple. See here, theodolite survey, the horizontal angles are measured with the theodolite more precisely than compass, and the linear measurements are made with the chain or tape, right? So here, what is the meaning of that? See, same purpose. See, if we compass also, we can calculate the angles, horizontal angles, right? Same theodolites also, we can calculate the horizontal angles. But difference is the accuracy is more in theodolite. The accuracy is high than compass, right? Because see, with the help of compass we can read only up to the 30 minutes or of degree, right? But if we will use theodolite, we can measure up to the 20 seconds. Modern instruments we can read up to the 10 seconds also, right? This is the plane table, right? Later we will discuss, no problem. Later, topic by topic we are discussing, right? This is the plane table, right? This is the plane table surveying, right? This is the plane table surveying, right? Traversing method, right? Next, this is the theodolite, right? Later we will discuss about parts and types, right? This is the theodolite, right? So readings are like this, right? Next, tachometry survey. Next, what is the next type? Tachometry survey. So here, a special type of theodolite is known as tachometer, is used to determine the horizontal and vertical distances indirectly, right? Indirectly. See here, tachometry also we are using to determine the horizontal distance or vertical distance, right? Right. So this is a special type of instrument. Same with the help of theodolite we can measure or we can make tachometry, right? Later we will discuss. So first, simple, keep in that mind, tachometry is a special type of instrument of theodolite, special type of theodolite, right? So here, what is the use of tachometer? We can measure the horizontal distance and vertical distance, right? Next, leveling survey. Leveling survey. So this type of survey is to determine the vertical distances or elevations and relative heights of points with the help of instrument known as level. Simple, already we discussed about leveling. We are determining the heights or elevations or levels, right? Clear? Vertical distances or elevations like this, right? So here simple, leveling deals with the heights, right? Here we have 1 point, here we have 1 point, here I can find this distance, vertical distance, right? Later we will discuss, right? This is the tachometry survey, right? Here we can measure the horizontal distance, right? This horizontal distance also I can measure, otherwise vertical distance also I can measure, right? This is the tachometry, right? Later we will discuss about this topics in the tachometry, right? So this is the tachometric survey, right? Here we are putting the instrument, here we are taking the readings, right, with the help of stadia rod, right? If we want to calculate this horizontal distance we can calculate, right? If we want to calculate this vertical distance we can calculate from the center reading to that line of axis, I can say line of axis. This distance is the vertical distance, this distance is the horizontal distance. Look here, this is the horizontal distance, right? This is the vertical distance. Right. Next, leveling survey. This is the leveling survey, right? Here we are finding the heights, right? Leveling survey also, here this is the leveling survey, right? So in this way, see here we are putting the instrument, with the help of staff we are taking readings, right? Next we are shifting the instrument, here we are taking readings like that, right? Classification of surveying, that means a continuation, right? Photogrammetric survey. So here photogrammetric is the science of taking measurements with the help of photographs taken by aerial cameras from the aircraft, right? Simple. So in name itself tells its meaning. Photogrammetric survey means here with the help of aerial camera we are taking photographs, with the help of photographs we are preparing a map, right? Next, EDM survey. What is the EDM survey, right? Look here, in this type of survey all measurements, lengths, angles, coordinates are made with the help of EDM instrument, that is total station, right? So here we can find length, angle, coordinates, right, etc. So this is the photogrammetric survey, right? Here with the aeroplane, with the help of aeroplane we are taking photographs, right? Later we are preparing a maps, right, with the help of satellites only. All right, look here, this is also photogrammetric survey, right? EDM survey means total station survey, right? EDM, total station survey, right? Later we will discuss about total station and all, right? EDM survey, this is also EDM survey, right? Total station survey. All right, next, classification of survey, continuation, right? So here up to now we discussed about the classification based on the instrument. What is the meaning of that? See, if we will use a chain, that is a chain surveying. If we will use compass, that is a compass surveying. If we will use theodolite, that is a theodolite survey. If we will use any another instrument, EDM survey, right? If we are using photograph system, then is a photogrammetrical survey, like that, right? So here based on the instrument, previously we discussed about the based on the instrument, right? Now the second classification, that is the classification based on the methods, so here one is triangulation, another one is traversing, right? Look here, triangulation is the basic method of surveying when the area to be surveyed is large. Triangulation is adopted. The entire area is divided into network of triangles. What is the meaning of that? Triangulation, right? Triangle, right? Name itself tells its meaning, right? So here the whole area may be divided into a triangles, right? Clear? Right, like that, right? Right? So here the whole area is divided into a triangles, right? In the triangulation method, right? Next, traversing. Next, what is the method? Traversing. So here, what is the meaning of traversing? So here, circuit of survey lines. It may be opened or closed when the linear measurements are done with a chain and a tape, and the directions are horizontal, angles are measured with a compass or theodolite, respectively. The survey is called traversing. Simple. What is the meaning of triangulation? The whole area may be converted into a triangles or different triangles, right? The two well conditional triangles, right? So here traversing means, see here we are forming a circuit of survey lines. For example, here I want to do surveying for this field, right? How we are doing that? Simple. See here, for example, I started at A, right? I targeted at B, right? Next I targeted at C, right? Next I targeted at D, right? So here I ended again with A, starting and ending point, right? Look here. So here this is one line, this is another line, this is another line, this is another line, this is another line, like that. So here this whole system is connected with lines, then that is a traversing. When we are doing traversing, see, if I will use compass, I am using this method. If I will use theodolite, I can use this traversing method, right? So if we will use chain, then we go for a triangulation method. If we will use compass, otherwise if we will use a theodolite, then we go for a traversing. Clear? Next, look here, this is the triangulation method, right? Here the whole area is converted into a triangles, right? System of triangles, right? Clear? Right? Like that. Next, traversing. Look here, this is the open traversing, this is the closed traversing, right? See, first he started at A, next B, take line, next, like that, right? So here this is the closed one, A, B, C, D, like that, right? Again ended with A, right? This is the closed traversing, right? Next, geological survey. Next means, see here, this is the third classification. I can say first this is the third classification. Means, see, up to now we discussed about the classification based on the instrument, based on the method. Next, based on the purpose. Which purpose we are using? See here, geological survey. What is the first one? Geological survey means, for example, if we want to do surveying for both surface and subsurface, then we are using geological survey. Name itself tells its meaning. Geo means earth, right? So here the surveying method, or means the geological survey, we are using this method for both surface and subsurface of surveying, right? So maybe to locate a different minerals, rocks, right? So definitely we want to do geological survey, right? Because rocks and minerals are available in the subsurface of the earth, right? Next, in addition to geological features of the terrain such as fall, falls also located with the help of Geological Survey. Later we will discuss about folds and falls in engineering geology, right? Clear? Right. Next, look here. This is the Geological Survey. Geological Survey. This is the geological maps, right? Where we have my minerals, where we have rocks, which type of rocks, like that. We are knowing about this Geological Survey. Right. Next, mine survey. Mine survey. See how what we are learning here based on the purpose, right? If we want to do surveying for a surface or subsurface, then we go for a geological survey, right? If we want to do surveying for mines, then we go for a mine survey. We go for a mine survey, right? Mine survey includes both surface and underground surveys. It is conducted for the exploration of mineral deposits and to guide tunneling and other operations associated with mining, right? Simple. So here, if we want to know the mineral deposits, otherwise we want to guide for a tunneling. Tunneling means underground procedure, right? Here excavating that underground portion, that is a tunneling, right? Clear? Right. Next, this is the mine survey. So here, this is the tunneling, right? This is the tunneling, right? We are doing excavation for a railway system, right? Clear? Next, archaeological survey. What is the next one? Archaeological survey. So here, simple. So here, already we discussed about archaeology. It is conducted to locate the relics of antiquity, civilization, kingdoms, forts, temples, etc. Right? See, if we have any ancient histories, to explore that means to reveal that, we are using archaeological surveying, right? Next, military surveying. What is the next one? Military surveying. So it is a very important and critical applications in military. Aerial surveys are conducted for this purpose. It is conducted to locate the strategic positions for the purpose of army operations, right? In name itself tells its meaning, right? So for the purpose of army operations, we are doing military surveying, right? Clear? Next, look here. This is the archaeological map. Archaeological map. So with the help of aerial photographs, we are taking this, right? Right. This is also military surveying, right? Right. Next, classification based on the nature of the field. This is the fourth type of classification. Right? So here the classification of surveying based on the nature of the field, right? So here, what is the first one? This is the land surveying. Land surveying or land survey. So here, land survey is done on the land to prepare plan and maps of given area. Maps of a given area, right? Clear? So here, why we are using land surveying? So here, this type of surveying done on a land to prepare a plan or maps of given area. That may be topographical, that may be CT, that may be cadastral surveys, right? So these all are the examples for land surveying, right? Next, hydrological surveying. What is the second one? Hydrological surveying means, so here hydro means water, right? Land means on the surface, right? Clear? So here, if we want to conduct for a surveying for near on or near the body of water, such as lake, river, coastal area, right? Then we go for hydrological survey, right? Clear? So here, especially hydrological surveying we are doing for a water bodies, right? This is the land survey, right? So towns or cities, etc., right? We can do surveying for all those, right? This is the hydrological map, water, right? Clear? Right. Next, astronomical survey, continuation, right? Astronomical survey. So here, astronomical means, what is the meaning of astronomical? So we are doing surveying in a space first, right? So here, this survey is conducted for determining latitudes, longitudes, azimuth, local time, etc. for various places on the surface by observing heavenly bodies, sun or the stars, right? So here, with the help of sun or stars, we are doing surveying, right? That is the astronomical survey. We are doing in a space, right? Next, with the help of space data, we are doing astronomical surveying. Next, aerial surveying. What is the next type? Aerial surveying. So here an aerial survey is conducted from aircraft, right? Clear? The aerial camera will take photographs of the surface of the earth in overlapping strips of land. This is also known as photographic surveying. Photographic surveying. Look here, this is the astronomical survey. Right, by taking photographs, we are doing this type of in the space with the help of sun or with the help of sun or star, we are doing astronomical surveying. This is also astronomical surveying, right? This is also astronomical survey. With the help of sun or star, we are doing this survey, right? This is the aerial survey, aerial photograph survey, right? With the help of aeroplane, we are taking picture, right? With the help of that photographs, we are taking or we are preparing a map, right?